Hello and welcome to WOT News for the 23rd of March 2013. Coming up in the show today, World of Warplanes receives a massive update. European World of Tanks servers going multi-cluster. European World of Tanks 2nd anniversary contest. Wargaming partnered up with Jinx. And special, hidden and dangerous. Let's start with the massive update in World of Warplanes. Yesterday, on the 22nd of March, World of Warplanes received a new update which includes many new things to play with. First, they took the feedback from players and improved joystick controls and made them customizable in greater detail. Next, their graphical designers reworked the module's interface to make it easier and more understandable. They also added two new maps, which are called the Arctic map and the Bay map. The Arctic map was inspired by the great wide open spaces in the snowy Greenland. Massive icebergs, sharp peaks and pinnacles and sweeping valleys. The Bay map is a huge Pacific Ocean bay with two central islands and with a gorgeous red suspension bridge spanning between them. They even added a whole 11 new premium aircraft. Next comes a list of them. Pegasus, Tier 2 Soviet premium ground attack aircraft, an all-wood airplane of original design. Curtiss F-11C2, Tier 2 US premium carrier-based fighter. Kochergin BS-1, Tier 3 Soviet fighter, an export variant of the US Volt-T V11. I really hope I'm pronouncing this right. AR-197, Tier 3 German fighter, biplane fighter equipped with heavy weaponry. Seversky 2PAL, Tier 4 US fighter. This airplane was widely exported by the US. Grushin SH Tandem, Tier 4 Soviet ground attack aircraft, an all-wood airplane with unusual exterior. Messerschmitt 210, Tier 5 German heavy fighter, the famous but unsuccessful airplane which became a prototype of the ME-410 or 410. Bell P-77, Tier 5 US fighter, a slightly atypical design for US aviation, where the fuel tank is located in front of the pilot. Heinkel 100, Tier 5 German fighter, the famous and fastest airplane of the 1930s, with an evaporative cooling system. Bell XFL-1, Air Bonita, Tier 5 US fighter. This is a prototype developed for the famous Air Cobra airplane. And finally, the Curtiss P-40 M105, Tier 5 Soviet fighter, an international plane, an American fighter with a Soviet engine, which in turn is the evolution of a French Hispano-Suiza 12Y engine. Next up, European server goes multi-cluster. Finally the time has come. The European World of Tanks has become popular enough for having to go multi-cluster. Or at least it wants to go. It means that the game now has an additional server which you can choose from when entering the game. You can of course change at any time. With the introduction of an additional server, all Clan Wars battles will now take place on the first server, which is called the WOT EU1. This is really good news and also encourages them to improve the performance of the servers even more. World of Tanks Europe is becoming 2 years old in April 2013 and is celebrating with a contest. People can create birthday cards for the game. There are no limits for the creativity as long as the card's image and message follow all the usual rules in the game's terms of service and EULA. Everyone will win, but some of the best cards will receive the Type 59 or Type 62 tank. Rules are simple, 1 card per player. The image has to relate to it being the 2nd anniversary of World of Tanks in Europe. The birthday card must have your in-game name on it. Entries will be accepted until their birthday, 12th of April 2013. The date on the post stamp is what counts for this. The birthday card image and message must follow all the rules in their terms of service and EULA. Where can you send the card? Well, you can see the address on the screen now. Just pause and write it down. Also, recently, Wargaming partnered up with Jinx to sell clothes with World of Tanks themes. There are a few really cool designs available. And last, a special event, Hidden and Dangerous. This event takes place between 23rd and 26th of March. The daily first victory will award ×3 experience, and also for the Confederate medal you are able to earn 10,000 additional credits. In addition to that, there are also a lot of discounts for tanks. The following Tier 6 tank destroyers are 50% cheaper. Soviet Su-100, American M36 Jackson, German Jagdpanzer IV, French ARL V39 and American M19 Hellcat. Also the following Tier 5 SPGs are 50% cheaper. Soviet Su-8, American M41, German Hummel, and French AMX-13 F3AM. I have yet to reach this French SPG, so I probably can't take advantage of the discount, sadly. All of these vehicles also give you 50% more credits for every battle. There are also discounts on a few premium tanks. The AT-15A, a British Tier 7 tank destroyer, is 30% cheaper, which means you can save a whole 1900 gold. The other premium discount is for the French Tier 4 SPG called 105 Le FH-18B2. Also, an up to 50% discount on inscriptions which you can add to your vehicles in the appearance menu. 50% discount on consumables like repair kits or extinguishers, etc. Finally, 50% discount on garage slots, because you need to somehow park those discounted vehicles, don't you? So, which vehicle will you choose? A sneaky tank destroyer to ambush your enemies, or an SPG for a deadly surprise from above? Anyway, this is it for World of Tanks news for the 23rd of March. See you on the battlefield!